once more hear Orsino's embassy.
The honorable lady of the house. Which is she?
Speak to me, I shall answer for her. Your will?
Most radiant, exquisite, and unmatchable beauty. I pray you, tell me if this be the lady of the house, for I never saw her. I would be loath to cast away my speech, for besides that it is excellently well penned, I have taken great pains to con it. But please, let me sustain no scorn. I'm very comfortable, even to the least sinister usage.
Whence came you, sir?
I can say little more than I have studied, and that question's out of my part. Good gentle one, give me modest assurance, if you be the lady of the house, that I may proceed in my speech.
Are you a comedian?
No, I have a profound heart, and by the very fangs of malice I swear I am not that I play. Are you the lady of the house?
If I do not usurp myself, I am.
Certain if you are she, you do usurp yourself. For what is yours to bestow is not yours to reserve. But this is from my commission. I will on with my speech in your praise and then show you the heart of my message.
Come to what is important in it. I forgive you the praise.
Alas, I took great pains to study it, and 'tis poetical.
It is more like to be feigned. I pray you keep it in. I heard you were saucy at my gates, and allowed your approach rather to wander at you than to hear you. If you be mad, be gone. If you have reason, be brief. It is not the time and mood for me to make in so skipping a dialogue.
Tell me your mind, I am a messenger.
Surely you have some hideous matter to deliver when the courtesy of it is so fearful. Speak your office.
It alone concerns your ear. I bring no overture of war, no taxation of homage. I hold the olive in my hand. My words are as fun of peace as matter.
Yet you began rudely. What are you? What would you?
The rudeness that hath appeared in me have I learned from my entertainment. What I am and what I would are as secret as maidenhead. To your ears, divinity, and the others, profanation.
Give us the place alone. We will hear this divinity. Now, sir, what is your text?
Most sweet lady!
Comfortable doctrine, and much may be said of it. Where lies your text?
In Orsino's bosom.
In his bosom? In what chapter of his bosom?
To answer by the method, in the first of his heart.
Oh, I have read it. It is heresy. Have you no more to say?
Good madam, let me see your face.
Have you any commission with your lord to negotiate with my face? Now you're out of your text, but we will draw the curtain and show you the picture. Look you, sir. Such a one I was, this present is not well done.
Excellently done, if God did all.
'Tis ingrained, sir. 'Twill endure wind and weather.
'Tis beauty truly blent, whose red and white nature's own sweet and cunning hand laid on. Lady, you're the coolest she alive if you would lead these graces to the grave and leave the world no copy.
Oh, sir, I will not be so hard-hearted. I will give out diverse schedules of my beauty, and they shall be inventoried, as item 2 lips, indifferent red. Item 2 gray eyes, with lids to them. Item 1 neck, 1 chin, and so forth. Were you sent hither to praise me?
I see you what you are. You are too proud. But if you were the devil, you are fair. My master loves you. Oh, such love could not be recompensed though you were crowned the non-peril of beauty.
How does he love me?
Adorations, fertile tears, with groans that thunder love, with sighs of fire.
The Lord does know my mind. I cannot love him. Yet I suppose him virtuous, know him noble, of great estate, of fresh and stainless youth, voices well divulged, free, learned, and valiant. In dimension and in shape of nature nature a gracious person. But yet I cannot love him. He might have took his answer long ago.
If I did love you in my master's flame with such a suffering, such a deadly life, in your denial I would find no sense. I would not understand it.
Why, what would you?
Make me a willow cabin at your gate, and call upon my soul from the house. Moonlight. Write loyal cantons of contemned love, and sing them loud, even in the dead of night. Hallow your name to the reverberant hills, and make the babbling gossip of the air cry out, Olivia! Oh, you should not rest between the elements of air and earth, but you should pity me.
You might do much. What is your parentage?
Above my fortune, yet my estate is well, I am a gentleman.
Get thee to your lord. I cannot love him, let him send no more. Unless, perchance, you come to me again to tell me how he takes it. Fare you well, I thank you for your pains. Spend it for me.
Oh, I am no feed post lady, keep your purse. My master, not myself, lacks recompense. Love makes his heart a flint that you shall love, and let your fervor, like my master's, be placed in contempt. Farewell, fair cruelty.
What is your parentage? Above my fortunes, yet my state as well, I am a gentleman. I'll be sworn thou art. Thy tongue, thy face, thy limbs, thine actions and spirit do give thee fivefold blazon. Not so fast. Soft. Soft. Unless the master were the man. How now? Even so quickly may one catch the plague? Methinks I feel these youth's perfections creep in with an invisible and subtle stealth, creep in at mine eyes. Well, let it be.
Change you, madam. Most worthy Leontis is in safety and greets your highness dearly.
Thanks, good sir. You're kindly welcome.
All of her that is out of door most rich. If she be furnished with a mind so rare, she alone is the Arabian bird, and I have lost the wager. Boldness be my friend. Arm me audacity from head to foot.
He is one of the noblest note, to whose kindnesses I am most infinitely tied. Reflect upon him accordingly, as you value your trust. Leonatus. So quiet are you loud, but even the very middle of my heart is warmed by the rest, and takes it thankfully. You're welcome, worthy sir, for I have words to bid you, and will find it so in all that I can do.
Thanks, fairest lady.
What, dear sir, thus raps you? Are you well?
Thanks, madam. Well.
Continues well, my lord? His health, beseech you.
Well, madam.
Is he disposed to mirth? I hope he is.
Exceedingly pleasant. Not a stranger there, so merry and so gamesome. He is called the Britain Reveller.
When he was here, he did incline to sadness, and oft times not knowing why.
I never saw him sad. There is a Frenchman, his companion, an eminent monsieur that, it seems, much loves a gallant girl at home. He furnishes the thick sighs from him, while the Briton, your lord, I mean, cries from Free's lungs, "Oh, can my sides hold?" To think who man that knows by his own history report or his own proof what woman is, she cannot choose but must be, to languish such free hours in a short bondage.
Will my lord say so?
Aye, madam, with his eyes in flood with laughter. It is a recreation to watch him mock the Frenchman. But heavens know, some men are much to blame.
Not he, I know.
Not he, madam. though heaven's bounty toward him might be used more thankfully. In himself 'tis much, in you, which I count is beyond all measure. Whilst I am bound to wonder, I am also bound to pity.
What do you pity, sir?
Two creatures heartily.
Am I one, sir? You look on me. What wrath discerns you in me deserves your pity.
Lamentable. What, that I should be hidden from sun and solace in the dungeon by a snuff?
Pray you, sir, deliver with more openness your answers to my demands. What do you pity?
Had I this cheek to bathe my lips upon, this hand whose every touch would force the feeler's soul to the oath of loyalty, this object you would take prisoner mine wandering eye, fixing it only here, damned then would I slaver with lips as common as the stairs that mount the Capitol, or join gripes with hands made hard by falsehood as with labor, then by-peeping in an eye base and unlustrous in the smoky light fed by stinking tallow, would be fit that all the revolts of hell were fit for such a revolt.
My lord, I fear, has forgot Britain.
And himself. Oh, fairest lady, your heart doth strike my heart with pity that doth make me sick. A lady so fair and fastened to an empery would make the greatest king double. But to be partnered with such tomboys, hired with all that self-exhibition, such diseased ventures that play with all the infirmities of gold that rottenness can lend nature. Such boiled stuff might as well be poison. Oh, poison. Be revenged, for she that bore you was no queen, and you recoil from her great stomach.
How should I be
I
revenged?
dedicate myself to your sweet pleasure.
What? Oh, Bassanio!
Let me service thy tender on thy lips.
Away! I do condemn mine ears that have so long attended thee. If thou wert honorable, thou wouldst have delivered this tale for virtue, instead of such an end thou seekest. Thou wrongest a gentleman who is as far from here, from thy report as thou from honor, and solicit here a lady who disdains thee and the devil alike. What hope, Bassanio?
Happy Leontus! The trust thy lady hath of thee deserves thy credit, and thy most perfect goodness her assured credit. Oh, blessed live you long, pray give me your pardon. I have spoken this to see if thy assurances were deeply rooted, and will make thy Lord that which he is, new or. And he is the truest of men. Such a good witch that he enchants societies into him. Half of all men's hearts are his.
You make amends.
Do not be angry, most mighty princess, that I have ventured to try your taking in such a false report, which have, with confirmation, given your good judgment in election of have given with election, given why she is. What's my line?
Honored with confirmation your great judgment in the election of a sir so rare.
Which you know cannot err. Pray give me your pardon. The love I bear him caused me to fan you thus, but the gods made you, unlike all others, chafless. Pray your pardon.
All's well, sir. Take my power in the court for yours.
My humble thanks. I had almost forgotten to entreat thy lady with a small request, which is of moment as it concerns your lord.
Pray, what is?
A few dozen Romans of us and thy lord, who is the best feather of our wing, have mingled sums to buy a present for the emperor, which I, as factor for the rest, have done in Gallia. 'Tis plate, rare device, and jewels of rich and exquisite form, their value is great. And I am somewhat curious, being strange, to see them in safe stowage. Would it please your lady to take them in her protection?
Willingly, and upon mine honor for their safety. Since my husband hath interest in it, I shall keep it in my bedchamber.
They are in a trunk, which is guarded by my men. I will make bold to send it to you, but only for this night, as I must away tomorrow.
Oh, no, no.
Yes, I beseech. or I shall shorten my word by lengthening my return. From Gallia I cross seas on purpose and promise to speak with thy lady.
I thank you for your pains, but not away tomorrow.
Yes, I beseech thee, if it pleases you to greet thy lord with writing, do it tonight. Line.
I have outstayed my time, which is
Material to the tender of my present.
I will write. Line.
Send your trunk to me.
Send your trunk to me, and it shall safe be kept, and truly yielded you. Thanks, good sir.
If by your art, my dearest father, you have put the wild waters in this roar, allay them. The sky, it seems, would pour down stinking pitch, but that the sea, mounting to the welkin's cheek, dashes the fire out. Oh, I have suffered with those that I saw suffer. A brave vessel who had no doubt some noble creature in her dashed all to pieces. Oh, the cry did knock against my very heart. Poor souls. They perish. Had I been any god of power, I would have sunk the sea within the earth, or ere it should the good ship have been swallowed, and the frauding souls within her.
Oh my
Very nice. That's a strong daughter. I like that.
Two of them today.
What does it mean today?
I'm not going to know when I do my audition, I'm not going to know how to end it. Then we're going to go, audition or did?
I think, again, there's a later part of the scene that you might be able to tag on to it.
You think?
Yeah, but this is not a bad back pocket monologue, especially when you can pull up the emotion like that.
There be some sports are painful, and their labored lightning sets off. Some kinds of baseness are nobly undergone, and most poor matters point to rich ends. This, my mean task, would be as heavy to me as odious. But the mistress which I serve quickens what's dead, and makes my labors pleasures. Oh, she is 10 times more gentle than her father's crab, and he is composed of harshness. I must remove some thousands of these logs and pile them up upon a sore injunction. My mistress weeps when she sees me work and says, such baseness had never like executor. I forget. But these sweet thoughts do even refresh my labors, most busy lest when I do it. There be some sports are painful, and their labor delight in them sets off. Some kinds of baseness are nobly undergone, and most poor matters point to rich ends. This, my mean task, would be as heavy to me as odious. But the mistress which I serve quickens what's dead, and makes my labors pleasures. Oh, she is 10 times more gentle than her father's wrath, and he is composed of harshness. I must remove some thousands of these logs and place them upon a sore injunction. My mistress weeps when she sees me work, and says such baseness had never like executor. I forget. But these sweet thoughts do even refresh my labors most busy, lest when I do it,